All right. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. For those that are out there, we apologize for some of the issues that we've had. If you aren't there and are joining us by team replay, we look forward to having you let us know that you're out there and that you are on team replay so we can come back and have comments. I'm actually, while everyone else takes over and says hello and we talk a little bit about the topic at hand, I will go out and paste and copy this event to the one that messed up. So as an FYI, I take full ownership for the screw up today, but that's okay. We're here. And as you can see, I'm not even prepared visually myself, but we're all here and we're going to have a few minutes of fun, and we appreciate everyone being here. So thank you again. Let us know if you're in team live or team replay. Chad and Chella, you guys can take it over from here while I take a minute and just copy and paste this new invite in the comments, or this new event into the comments from the old event that was only on for a brief second. And I'll pass it on over to you guys.
I think I like to start, Chad, with I just proud of ourselves. No matter what technology throws our way, this is what true entrepreneurship looks like. We could have called it a day. And personally, I was like, okay, we're done. I'm not going to do this. But you know what? We stayed because what we have to offer and the tips we want to share with you, you never know who's ready to listen. So congratulate to us. We're going to give ourselves a pat on the back because I was like, okay, let's call it a day. Call it a day. But no, this is entrepreneurship. It's not about when you fall. It's about what are you going to do to get back on track. And much more, which to me is perfect with the subject we're going to cover, is how do you prospect effectively? Right. And I know, Chad, you had some good tips that you wanted to share with our audience, but it's all about that. How do you prospect effectively so that you're attracting the people you want to work with? Very key.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, our technology issues this morning are kind of like a metaphor for, being an independent business owner and all those things. It's the fact that, things aren't always going to be perfect. They aren't always going to be pretty. But you know what? You keep moving forward and you just celebrate the fact that you made a step forward. And that's you brought up such a great point. Targeting specifically who you want to reach and reaching them in scale is what's really important, because right now the hardest thing that business owners and sales professionals are having is actually finding enough new clients to sell to. Once they get them, they know how to sell them, and they need some tips and tricks on that. But really, it's finding them. And one of the best ways that I've found, especially since you're utilizing LinkedIn, but even in your email messaging, in any DMs that you do, and even on calls, offer people something free. And what I mean by that is have some sort of free tool that they're going to see as valuable that you can give them, and make it a digital tool that's going to link back to how they can get your services and how they can work with you. It could be something as simple as a process sheet template, a checklist, an ebook about some specific information that's not really common that could be beneficial to them about the types of solutions that you provide. And that way, whatever you're doing, you can send them that particular piece of digital content for free, and it's going to have a value to them. They're going to be able to take action with it and use it. It's going to give them a little bit of an improvement. It's just a great way to really build that trust factor, is when you offer some sort of free piece of advice to someone, free information or a free tool like that in a digital format, really builds that rapport, builds that relationship, and makes them even more eager to work with you. Because when they do use those tools and they see, wow, this is really beneficial, this really helped me, I wonder what else that person can teach me, or what are the other things that solution can provide for me. This is amazing. And that's really the best way to do it. It's something that they can download off your website. You can email it to them because it's a digital product. And so it makes
Chad, I don't know if it's just me, but you're breaking up. So if we have anybody listening, are you able to hear Chad?
No, he's breaking up really bad.
Okay, good.
Yeah, he's breaking super bad.
This is just a tech. So I'm in a new location and I'm adjusting to this internet thing. But Chad brought up a good point. That is, whatever your freebie is, you come from a place of service. You give them tools. It's an opportunity for them to get to know you, right? Because if they like what they see, whatever tips you gave them, whatever checklist, that's an opportunity for them to get to know you. But the beautiful thing about this, if it's the person does not resonate with your content, then they're going to keep away from your list, which is also a great thing, right? Because you only want to have those people on your list. To me, that's the power of the freebie, is the people, they enjoy it, like it, they can benefit, are going to stay on your list. But those that are not resonating with the content, they're going to go away. So that is another added value, because this is an opportunity for you to get to know that person and for them to start the relationship, right? It's what's next kind of deal.
Yeah. And you brought up a great point. I mean, it's a great lead magnet for people that you can draw in to get them on your email list to begin with. If you're posting content on LinkedIn or anywhere on social media, or you write a blog, or again, even in your emails, when they click that link, just ask for their name and their email to get your free little download, or your free whatever it is, your free item that you're giving away. It's a great way to build your list.
So here, I think the takeaway is, the practical tip is, if you are a small business owner, an entrepreneur, or even if you're in the corporate world, but we'll come back to you in a second. For entrepreneurs and small business owners, find a lead magnet that you can give away as part of your prospecting efforts. So I would say, look at all of your content. I mean, Chella and I have been talking about this a lot, because I've been trying to make sure that she already has stuff she can give away. I've been working on mine, but the reality is you have it available to you already. You've got it in your content. You've got it in some of your everyday practices. Find what you've already been practicing or putting out there and create a free lead magnet for them. If you are in the corporate world, the difference there is you are probably having to leverage corporate resources, but there is always a free resource. If you don't have access to it or you're unaware of it, go find the person who can help you in marketing, that can give you something that you can give away. And let's be honest, a resource something that you're giving away for free can be a multitude of different things, right? It could be a guide that you've created or that your company has created for you. It could be a video it could be a testimonial. Well, maybe not the testimonials, everything, but it could be a video. I mean, it could be a multitude of different options. It's just finding that one resource that that someone has access to, that they really will learn and get value from. That's your free resource. So free takeaway, or practical takeaway today, is create a freebie for you. Or if you're in the corporate world, find the freebie that you can leverage that corporate marketing's already put together for you.
Absolutely. I mean, that's a great way to do it. And, you can make a special spot on your website too, and put a couple of free things in there and create what I like to call a swipe file. And then you can put on your messaging, hey, go ahead and steal my free resources out of my swipe file. I put them there for you for free. Go get them. And then maybe you have 2 or 3 things in there. Now you're a rock star. Now you're just, you're giving up so much value. That's how you build that relationship.
Because look, people want credibility, right? They want, it's about know, like, and trust with credibility. And the way you establish credibility is when they can see some of the things that you've been doing, when they get content from you. And a freebie is content, right? It's that you are showing them that you know what you're talking about, that you can help them in a way that they may not even realize right now, but it's just adding value. That is building credibility. When you add value, you're building credibility.
And this is not part of the freebie necessarily, guys, but it could be, Denise, you brought it up, a testimonial, right? Don't be shy. Share those testimonials as a post, right? You can do a screenshot. They already sent it to you, especially if you received a recommendation. Take a screenshot, post it up. because what's happening with the testimonies, you want the people are going to see themselves in that person. So now you have a third person talking about you, right? So testimonials are, to me, are a great way because you want that potential client to see themselves with the people that you already worked with.
You know, I do that all the time. I take, you know, I have people that have worked with me that comment on my posts or have sent me a recommendation that I have in there. And you know, the great part about it is you can share that, and it's not like you have to go back and get some signed form about I'm going to use they've already put it out there for you. They put it out there willingly on the public. So just share it. Go ahead and do it. Why not? There's nothing to lose from that.
I think we should ask our audience, if you're watching this on live or in the replay, you know, what are some of the things that you're using to attract those ideal clients? Do you have a freebie? Are you working on putting a freebie together? What questions do you have about putting that freebie together, right? I do have a few, and I'm not happy with them. So I'm currently redoing another one, right? Because things change, and those freebies are great, and they worked really well last year, 2023. But I wanted to update it because so much has changed. So I'm currently working. I did 3 short videos that I'm going to put together and give that away, right? So when we're sharing this, and Denise, totally transparent, she says she's working on one herself. We're sharing what we're working on so that you can see it's about taking those actions. It's about taking those steps. We don't have to be perfect, right? We just got to continue to take those steps and have those conversations to attract the people that are ready to work with us. And most importantly, can afford to pay us, right? Because everybody can work with us. But I think a lot of people is like, well, I want to try. No, ready to work with us and can afford to pay. That will be my tip for you today. Let that be your mantra for today. Can afford to pay me and are ready to do the work.
And I would say for anybody that's out there that's watching either right now live or on replay, definitely send a DM to any one of us. Go, hey, what do you got free for me? Give us the opportunity to send you some of those things to help you out. And that really will be something that we will enjoy as well, because, you know, that's what we're all about, is sharing this information with everybody. Denise?
Yeah, I would just say, I mean, when you DM us, it's not for us to give you stuff away free. It is really for you to use ours as an example to set yours up, right? To create your own free items. And if you want to talk about what those free items might be, if you want to brainstorm, join us on our audio event next week, and let's dive in a bit deeper into some of our free. So that's what we'll share next week, or what are some of our free resources. And so we'll dive into specifics on what we share that is free. And let's talk about some of the things that you're leveraging as free, or some of the things you've been thinking about that you want to create. Or if you don't have any of those two, but you are really interested in finding that something, then let's brainstorm that too. Let's help you find a free resource. Let's help you put something together, because it is the way we prospect today has to be about providing value, and a way to do that is to provide the resources. So we do have, Lauren says, thanks, Lauren. She says, I get my clients from recommendations. I first have a free phone call. We, the prospective client, and I speak, and to see if we're able to help them before we commit to working together. Love that. Thanks, Lauren, for engaging with us. Yeah, that's amazing. I think that's awesome. And I know I do not as great a job at using recommendations as part of my conversation talk track, but I think all of us do a free phone call, and you know, the goal is to have the conversation to find out whether or not we have a fit together. But, you know, Lauren, what I'd love to know is, you know, as we're talking about free items, you know, the free phone call is amazing, but I'd love to find out, what are some of the things that you're talking about in that free first session? What are some of the things the conversation that you're having with them to get them to a point to either see value or to move them to the next step. We don't have a whole lot of time now. We're actually at the bottom of the hour, but maybe if you could plan on joining us next week, we'd love to have you on stage, Lauren, so that we can hear a little bit about what that free call looks like and some of the the questions that you have, some of the conversations that you engage with on that call. And then what do you leave them with? What's the next step? Do you give them actually something free after that as well? We'd love to have that conversation. So Lauren, if you can do that, we appreciate that you are out there listening. We also are super excited that someone is out there given all the technical issues that we had. So we
yes.
appreciate that. I mean, we started late. We went live for a brief second. She gave us a thumbs up. We went live for a brief second, and then all of a sudden we were gone. And then I thought it went live and it didn't. So then we came on super late, and I think a quarter after. So we appreciate, Lauren, you being out there, and anyone else that is there with either Team Live or Team Replay. We're at the bottom of the hour. We've ended our session. We're going to sign off here from each of us individually. We look forward to having you, though, next week at our audio event. Lauren, we'd love to have you on our stage. Let's talk about free items, what we're doing to add value. And she said she'd be happy to do that. So we look forward to that. Lauren, one of the three of us will reach out to you prior to that just to engage and say hi. So again, we're excited for that. I want to just leave everyone with, look, the real life is everything's not going to be perfect. So, I came on stage not prepared for a live event with my tank top on, my hair not right. I don't think I even have much makeup on. And I probably am the reason why we had these technical issues, but shit happens. And, that is the world of the entrepreneur, right? So You just got to go with it. You got to still push through and execute and do what feels right. So this felt right to continue through. I'll sign off with, I just again want to thank everyone. Chad and Chella, you guys go next.
Yeah, I'm delighted that, you're watching this replay. Please join us at the next audio. We do one live, and then the following week we follow up with an audio. So join us. And I think this is really important because we can learn so much from each other. So I look forward to your questions. Send us a message, and we will love to have you in our audio room next Thursday.
And I'll sign off by saying, remember, no matter what happens, be resilient, keep moving forward. It's all about taking the action. Just keep taking the actions, keep moving forward. All right. Have a great one, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Bye, y'all.
And normally I would have music as it's ending, but
we're still live, so you have to end it.
Yes. Yeah, it's